What up, people? What up? It's Momo Rants. Here I am with another spectacular, somewhat rant. I'm somber today. I'm going to be somber today because the debate will continue about John Harbaugh getting that money. The debate will continue over Atlanta Falcons hiring that coach that was an ex head coach of the Cleveland Browns. The debate will continue over me not believing what Mark Holmes said about the Super Bowl when I said Super Bowl are not made for the fans. We can debate over, hey, the NFL experience with kids and family and all that. What's up? What's up? Nothing, Jimbo. Just chilling. We can argue. We can debate over anything, but I would never say that the Super Bowl itself, the game itself, is for the fans. It's not. The already Joe is not. You can say, hey, the NFL experience. That's the hook. That's the hook to get you there and go to all this stuff, watching these free concerts. I would never, repeat, never go to a Snoop Dogg concert. You couldn't pay me to go to a Snoop Dogg concert and hear that lame ass, wannabe, thug ass dude be a rapper. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jimbo. I've been saying this for years that the Super Bowl is not, it's corporate. It's got your ad executives, celebrities. So I ain't getting wrong. There are people gonna pay the money who are from real fans, but that's all it is. Ain't nobody get. You don't really hit. Okay, the crowd gets loud at times, but in most part they don't. On the high mode side, it makes money from trash. That's absolutely do. I when I hear when I debate continues because me and Mark ain't gonna bump heads. Mark been in 17 Super Bowls. He is prejudiced because he is prejudiced of the point that he went there and he's looking at it as a Super Bowl experience. Bump the experience. I get it. It's the free concert. It's the having stuff with kids, meeting a Super Bowl, meeting players, ex NFL players. That's not what I'm talking about. Hey, Momo, hope it's well. Everything's good here. That's not what I'm talking about. That is not what I'm talking about. The outside the ring, yeah, you can see some great NFL players or celebrities there. My point was that itself, the Super Bowl itself, the game is not for the fans in that event. That's what I was referring to. Bro, he got to go because his wife works for corporate sponsors of the NFL. That's the only reason he got to go. Yeah, hit that like button. That's all I have ever said. When I was saying he went on the tangent, I get it. He does think it's just me. I am saying that the Super Bowl itself is not for the fans. It's for corporate America. That's what we watching a corporate event. We're watching a corporate fiasco. So when the games get close, like that Super Bowl, when the greatest comeback Super Bowl history was when New England Patriots came back beat the Atlanta Falcons, it wasn't that loud in that stadium. They pumped that crowd. They pumped the noise up on TV to make us feel like they was yelling and screaming. They wasn't. They wasn't. They wasn't. It could have been loud if there was real fans in there and passionate fans in there. They would have been louder. It's not because I rewatched that Super Bowl recently, and I even turned the sound up. Yeah, you had Tom Brady's wife and going crazy in the box seats and stuff like that. Roger Kraft. But at the end of the day, the crowd, if there was regular fans, the crowd would have been louder. What's up, Momo? Daniel Hunter looks like a gym monster for the Houston Texans. Big dude. Oh yeah. I'm looking forward to the game. Football becoming like wrestling, especially with the call. I think it's taking it's. I believe that the NFL has been doing it for decades with Super Bowls because they want to pump you up or have these halftime shows. Don't get me wrong. The halftime show last year, I appreciate the halftime show. I did appreciate, and I understand what the message was coming from an African American point of view. But I don't think personally they it was needed. That's something we didn't need. We didn't need. I understand the message. I'm not here to dwindle the message, what he was saying. I'm saying for Super Bowl was supposed to be about family and everybody forgetting about politics and whatever going on. It's supposed to be fun time. I didn't think we need to be reeled into a conscious and guilt trip. And for me, I just want to see a concert that's fun. And I haven't seen that in several years. And we. I understand that, Ron, and I'm an independent thinker because I ain't gonna speak the norm. Marcus, that's my boy. Jesse, that's my boy. I got a couple good friends on who I mess with on and off the channel. You know, my perspective of life is always going to be different than others because I look at things differently, and I look at football differently. I look how football players being treated, how John Harbaugh with the NFL and all these dumbass fans believe that NFL the owners ain't making no money, and they and then they got a salary cap on players, what have you, and people don't bring out Deshaun Watson when he got that big ass contract for the Cleveland Browns. That's a norm. They don't give money like that, all the money guaranteed. You will never see that happen. Only two players got that, and you will never see another player ever again. Hey, what's up, Chris? You'll never see another player get all guaranteed money like that, where all the contract guaranteed. Not one player today, not one player today, when they get a 220 million contract. When Mahomes got that contract, he didn't see all that money. He was never going to see all that money. Because what they always say, oh, well, the guaranteed money is about to be up. He's going to have to redo his contract. That's how they get you. But yet they want to give this fool, John Harbaugh, 5 years, $25 million, $125 million for 5 years, which he is not a proven head coach. I'm sorry, he's not. Y'all can talk. When he got there, he had a great defense. So after Ed Reed, he was winning games, but he wasn't winning Super Bowls. Did he win the Super Bowl when Ed Reed and that great defense left? No. Has he been winning games? Yes. Has he been? Has Lamar Jackson has saved his career, saved his coaching career, and then everybody think he's going to be this great coach. He's not. He's not going to make. All he did is put maybe 3 more wins on the books. I don't understand why am I going to get excited over a special teams coach? What? A special team coach? So I'm going to get excited over a special team coach who don't coach the defense. He don't nothing about defense, nothing about offense, and not supposed to get excited. And he don't know about quarterback play, so he sit around on the sideline. Well, which way did they go? Which way did they go? Okay. Okie dokie. No. Momo, when the Giants spend more money in free agency and the fifth overall put, I'm going to get it even more worse of the Harbaugh hype. Yes, this Harbaugh hype got to go. What Jimbo said, Oscar agreed that interception called overtime was very suspect, but Josh Allen totally choked. Okay, you can't turn the ball over 4 times and not be accountable for the loss. Even Josh said it was on him. I'll get to that interception, and again, somebody else disagreed with me, and I'm gonna tell you why I thought it was a catch. Momo, he has to know about offensive defensive coach, right? No, he doesn't. They give coaches job that don't deserve jobs. You know, there have been many coaches in this league that's that get jobs that shouldn't have jobs. Just like they give they promote quarterbacks who we think everybody say he's good. Tebow was not a very good quarterback. And now the reason Tebow failed and why teams really, I mean, you know, the truth of the real reason why Tebow fell as a quarterback and he could flourish in this league, it's the religion. It's the religion. When you talk about God, the Lord, and all this stuff, it's the religion. Nobody wanted that every time you talk to hear that head this press conference and bring all the religion people who don't even know about football, all the religious fanatics was coming to the games and all this other stuff. Religion, his talking about religion as much as he was doing, killed his career. That killed his career. He had to be a great quarterback. He could be what he was, average, and get the job done. He was making plays where the plays would need to be made. He was winning games when they were supposed to be winning on the hype of his career, or the height of his career. But religion and his religion killed his career. You know, and how you doing, Drew? So I'm just saying this in a nutshell. Momo has JC smiles. The smile is is too enraged. Right. So when I hear players, we need to players say thank. I don't care when you say thank God. I mean, when you drop the ball, what you gonna do? That's the size of your ego, Drew. Mm. So like I said, the Super Bowl for me is not about the Super Bowl experience. That's outside for the game, even stars, the free concert, giving the kids stuff to do and play. Um, so all that behind the scenes stuff and you having fun, meeting players, going down here, meeting celebrities, that's fine. I am talking about the Super Bowl itself is nothing but a corporate event with that's all it is. Most of the people who go to that Super Bowl are either celebrities or executives from some agency, et cetera, et cetera. They're not the hardcore fans. Don't get me wrong, there are hardcore fans that will go, but the majority of those people in those stands are not. And most people don't go Super Bowl because of the headache, the traffic, the money, and they just can't afford it. Momo, you still in high school? Last time in Washington, yeah. So in anywho, so we have to understand that as a person who talks about football and who understands football, which some people don't believe I do, that's fine. But what I watch one of the real good, the better games in Super Bowl. Once upon a time, Super Bowl was a farce. that teams was getting blown out and stuff like that. Now it came closer because the complaints coming in and what have you. Well, that's fine. Now we have closer games, better games, I guess, like that. But when I watch the Super Bowl, I, I, I'm watching it, but I'm not really watching it. And I'm just saying, I hey Drew, I said it's an experience outside the football stadium. That's it. That's all Super Bowl is. It's a outside experience. It's not actually the game itself. The game itself is a event for corporate America. Stop. That's what I have said. I we went when the Eagles went. I understand, Lindsay. Y'all went. Okay, I get it. I understand. This is just my opinion, and I've been saying this most of my life. The Super Bowl, outside Super Bowl, it's experience because most of the folks, if you was there Super Bowl, Linda, if you was there, that's kudos for you, your family, and what have you. But the most of the people in that stadium are not regular fans. They are corporate America fans. They're corporate America. As you know, I mean, somebody who goes to the Super Bowl and y'all can afford and to go and spend the money, that's fine. But most Americans, majority of them can't afford to go to the Super Bowl because most of the people in those seats are not regular fans. I stand on that. I understand. I understand. I'm not saying they won't go. I'm saying the majority are not fans. Momo, as a fan, I'm not watching the fans. We watch, we watch Texas. So I don't care the afternoon. So that's my opinion. I've been saying this all my life. Do I want to go to Super Bowl? If I had my opportunity to go to Super Bowl, absolutely I did. I didn't want to go. I felt like, hey, I don't want to go to deal with all that noise and traffic and all those crowds. I'm not a person who want to be around a bunch of a bunch of people and be bumping the bumper. I did that growing up in DC in traffic and get on the metro. No, I don't want to do that. Oh, I'm fine with the tailgate. I'm like, oh, we got, What's up, Momo? Philly traffic, the worst. Okay, what you say? You told me you don't like that, Momo. Read my comment. Oh, hold on a second. Hold a second. I didn't see your comment. Okay, I'm back. Um, I see your comment about Drew that when he around his Eagles friends, he don't speak. You know how Drew is. Drew like to keep saying what he's saying in the comments about Super Bowl champs and all this shit. Y'all ain't champs no more. It's a foregone collusion. Y'all won't be Super Bowl champ, but he keep wanting to say champ because he basically saying, hey, until the Super Bowl is over, we still the reigning champions, which you're not. Once you lose in the playoffs, you no longer champions. That's Drew. That's being Drew. Drew got to troll. Drew got to do this, do that, and be relevant. And want his Eagles to be relevant. They're not. Yeah, they got so much turmoil going on that team. coaching staff, wide receiver staff, and quarterbacks. So they got a lot of issues got to work out. So he's up here trying to change the narrative, what his Eagles really are. They're a bunch of losers. They're a bunch of half-wits. And the city is a bunch of ugly ass, disgusting, backup, garbage looking, fucked up face looking people. So he has to change the narrative and think his team is good. Your team is in a lot of turmoil and a lot of trouble. But he said, no, AJ Brown don't want to get fired. He don't want to leave. He don't want to get traded. He says all this other stuff. Drew is just a troll at this point. He knows what's up. Drew loves to say, hey, there's a champion. They ain't champions no more. They lost. So you can't be a champion anymore if somebody else is going to be champion. So let's stop with that, Drew. You know what you do. You do this all the time. You sit here and fake the fake and just troll. We get it. You get it. Y'all won a Super Bowl last year. Stop it. You the only Eagle fan I know who keeps saying Super Bowl champ. You the only one I've seen. I know a lot of Eagle fans, and you the only one I've heard keep bringing up Super Bowl champions and NFC champion. Once you lose in the playoffs, you lose that right to say that. You lose that title. So stop it. Go back in your corner and regress and tell me what y'all gonna do next season, which is nothing. We all know you ain't gonna do nothing because you all know about the report that AJ Brown wanted to be traded. If it's real, fake, or fake news, wherever it is, where there's smoke, there's fire. Where there's fire, there's a catastrophe. Where there's a catastrophe, you got to burn that shit down, Drew. You got to burn that team down. You got to burn that so-called wannabe quarterback. You always say all he do is win. Okay, we'll see. I don't see it. I know. I said, and then you love to throw shade on me. Say I don't know about football and all this other stuff. Drew, it's okay, brother. It's okay. You need to go back in your cave. Hibernate for another 10 years and come back with a different way of thinking because your Eagles ain't about shit. We know that and you up there thought you was going to win. Yeah. Win against the 49ers. Y'all can continue to play like y'all been playing all season. When y'all lost, you sit there and made excuses and stuff like that. Then you change the narrative when you lost. Now you back on your little narrative, talking this back and forth with people, how great your team is, how great the offense is, how your GM is more better than everybody else GM. Nobody else is trying to get better, but everybody's not trying to get better, but your team. Your team got depth. Your team got this. It got a great coach, great quarterback, great defense, great secondary, great special teams. Everybody else that's sitting in the back not doing anything. Drew, stop it with your mess. You know you just a troll. You just come in here and do this and do that. I never see you do that on Philadelphia Eagles channels. You don't do that because you long-winded, don't explain yourself correctly. You just a football fan trying to get your point across, and no one cares to listen to nothing you have to say because the Eagles are shit and the team you represent is shit, and anything about the Eagles is shit. Now the rest of the Eagles fans, I could deal with. I understand where they're coming from. I understand Jalen Hurts is that, Linda. I ain't got no problem with you, Linda. I got a problem with Drew constantly coming in channels. Hold on, let me see what this is. Channels and saying this, that, and the third. And ain't nobody gonna sit here and debate you, Drew, because you'll never get a word in. I'll outtalk you, I'll outwork you, and I'll outloud you. I'll overtalk you. That's what I do. You will never get a word in if I ever debate you on the forum. If we had a person in the middle trying to have it's your turn, my turn, I would disobey the rules. I will still overtalk your ass because I don't give fake Eagle fans. That's what you are. Because 1 minute you're an Eagle fan, and the next minute you try to critique others how about what football is, and telling me how I don't know what football is. So I will never give you an opportunity to talk. That's just me. I'm just I'm never get. Well, I know it's not a debate. That's my point. I'm never gonna give you an opportunity to talk because I don't want to hear your 400 narratives you gonna bring to the table because you're gonna make excuses for your team. Linda is she doesn't make excuses when they lose. She don't say Super Bowl champs. You the only one I know, and a couple others say Super Bowl champ. The champ ain't here. The champ is gone. There's gonna be a new champ. I think on nothing else except wins or losses. I'm a fan. Stats don't win Super Bowls. Absolutely. I'm not going to. I'm not into what that means, Drew. Momo to make me. Here's the thing. I could debate anybody, but I'm not going to debate Drew because Drew is all he going to do is throw shade on my team. So why would I do that? Momo is clean out, has a nice background, and the sky is not the limit. You are going to have a million ideas and forever evolve. Have fun building your channel. Thank you. I'm always trying to build my channel. I'm trying to do better and do good. And that's all Eagles fans are about winning. No, Drew, you make excuses when you lose, Drew. You make excuses when somebody doesn't perform well. You make excuses, and then you come back and say, "How is this? The Vic this." No one cares about that, Drew. Nobody never cares about that. Hey, what's up, Logan? Now, Logan, I don't never hardly hear him say, "Hey, Soup Champs." Logan Motorsports always keep a buck with me, so does Linda. So you the only one to come in here who want to keep saying champs, Super Bowl champ, NFC champ. Y'all not champs anymore. Y'all lost that privilege when y'all lost to those sorry 49ers. So that's even worse. You lost to a team, you get drugged, didn't have nobody, didn't have a defense basically. And no, Drew, stop with the saying you Super Bowl champs. Let's move on. Let's stop it. Your narrative has been destroyed by me, Momo. So, end of the day, you don't have a leg to stay on. Thank you. Have a nice day. Now let's get back to our regular schedule program. So yeah. Just all you do is drive the narrative. So that's all you do. I can't stand Tomlin here in Pittsburgh. I don't want Rodgers back. Yeah, they talk about bringing Rodgers back, man. I was shocked. Oh, here we go. See, see what I'm talking about, everybody? He's back on saying read the NFC champs. Y'all not the NFC champs. If you lose in the championship, y'all not the champs. Yeah, there will be somebody else who's champs. I get it. It ain't a full year when y'all came to AFC champs. It's not a year since y'all won a Super Bowl. But stop saying that. Y'all lost. Y'all not gonna be champs. Y'all not champs no more. Somebody else gonna have that title. Momo, when you letting Drew on your show? I would never have Drew because Drew could be. I would love to have Drew on my show. Be honest with you. But Drew, it's not y'all. It's not y'all. Eagles have very solid organization. We'll have. Oh, I get all that. Dallas, they're gonna have a strong organization because Dallas Cowboys gonna keep repeating the same shit over again. We all know that they're gonna they're repeatable offenders, just being relevant in the media and in the sports world. Cowboys are not trying to do better. They are just trying to, hey, We still here. We remember 1995 and we won all those Super Bowls. That's what they are about. They are about reclaiming what we once had and pushing that narrative out or pushing that saying out. We them boys, we are America's team. We this, we that. So the Cowboys and Jerry Jones and his son, they're not here to win Super Bowls or win championships. They just here to toot their horn, how they the biggest franchise in sports and how marketable they are, and this, that, and the third. This is all a smokescreen, Cowboys fan. Y'all got all this, y'all got all this hype. And if Jerry Jones really was a really good owner and care about his players as much as he does, he wouldn't schedule. He will say, "Hey, we're gonna have to cut back on these games that we play in November and December. We can't play 3 or 4 games in less than 18 days. We'll have to cut back because my players getting tired, they hurt, they busted and disgusted. So let's slow it down. Let's take this year. We're not playing on the Thanksgiving, but they won't. They won't. Jerry loves the attention, and it hurts his players and it hurts his team when you have players have to play that many games in that short amount of time. That's just facts. Football is not made to play that many games. Matter of fact, football is only made to play 1 game a week, if that. If you have players playing on Sunday and they turn around and play on Thursday, the body ain't healed. So I don't know why they ain't smashing the like button in here, Rhonda. They just listen to me, Vinny. Yes, you are America's team, unanimously meaning losing. Dallas needs to get rid of the Jones family. That's hurting the fan base. Coach Momo, I agree. I know Cowboy fan Mo. We are America's team, baby. That's your problem right there. You ever talk about online America's team, then winning. That's where Jerry got y'all hooked. You saying the same thing these announcers have said and over the years, all these years. So now we stuck on we America's team. Why? Why? I mean, you could talk about Washington all day and every day, but end of the day, if you still saying Dallas Cowboys is America's team, that means y'all losers. You can't be America's team and lose every year. You can't be America's team and barely make the playoffs or win your division. And you win your division, you get into the playoffs and lose in the first round. You can't be America's team if you can't struggle against bad teams. So America's about strength. And there's no strength in the Cowboys. America is about prosperity, being consistent, defeating those who come before us. The Cowboys aren't. America is about bright, bushy, getting up in the morning, brushing your teeth, being strong-willed, going there, working hard, being hard, doing what you do, and being happy. I don't see no Cowboy in here happy at the results of every season. So if that's the case, if you want to talk America, that's America. That ain't America I live in. You must be talking about Brussels or somewhere in Australia, or you must be talking about Cuba or some third world country. That's not America I know. So America is different in your eyes because according to America, Dallas Cowboy fans, if they're losing, that's America's team. No, it's not. No. You keep talking about what y'all already do. How many seasons are y'all going to keep saying, watch what we do this year? Watch what we do this year. Watch what we do this year. Oh, we got screwed. Oh, they don't like us. Every time they always talk bad about us. Yet they put y'all on TV. Yet they give you the most money. You're the most talked about. People love to hate on us. The NFL did this to us, did it like that. And yet y'all don't do nothing about it. Y'all don't go to free agency, get better players like that. Because if I was a player in the NFL, I would never, I repeat, never join a Cowboy team, because I know that Jerry is not, his interest is not the best thing for me. His interest is to promote his team, not to better the team. So y'all, because at the end of the day, y'all are not winners. Y'all losers. Y'all continue to lose. Because Dak Prescott, that quarterback, is going to leave y'all and go to another team and win a Super Bowl. He won't win a Super Bowl in Dallas. I guarantee you, if he goes somewhere else, he had a better chance of winning exponentially. So anyway, good game, everyone. Yeah. Now come on. Oh, y'all in the same boat we are. Y'all haven't won, and we haven't won. So what do I mean? Okay. I don't have high expectation. The Washington football team does not have high expectations. We don't have those high expectations trying to win to Super Bowl every year. We don't have those high expectations. The Dallas freaking Cowboys have high expectation. Excuse me. That every year they gotta go to the Super Bowl. That's your goal. Every year we're gonna go to the Super Bowl. Y'all have high expectation. You have those type of expectations. You go, and when it falls flat on your face every year. So when you have high expectations and you can't meet those expectations, what happens? They go down. That's what happens. So I don't know why any Cowboy fan will be disappointed when when something happens over and over again. You should have lower expectations, not high. Let me read the comments. Vinny Hagan, after 30 years, you guys deserve more. Jerry ain't going to do it. He wants increase in value, not wins. He valued it up to $3.5 billion in 2025. Why does he need to do more? True. Vinny, you keep going. You don't stop. I sure don't. He's referring to me. The culture footprint didn't disappear just because the trophy stopped coming. The value is forever imprinted and will never change. Rhonda, I'm not saying it'll change, but something has to change when you average, below average, and you don't want to be better what you are, and you sit there and talk the talk but don't walk the walk. These players are tired and frustrated because if you're a Cowboy player, they don't want to play all these games the short amount of time they play. The America team is about culture. What culture? Ron, the culture is dead. And okay, I'm gonna finish reading what you said. America team is about culture. Reached since 1970, we are worldwide, nationwide, massive fan base, brand, recognized even by people who don't watch football. Agreed. I agree with that statement 100%. That's the problem. You're living under that instead of about winning. That's right. That sums it all. Y'all about winning. Win. Y'all ain't about, excuse me, y'all ain't about winning. Y'all about culturally. Now I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna read these last few. Commanders are always bad. I give you that. The difference between the Steelers and the Cowboys, my team stay relevant, always in the playoffs. Absolutely, I agree with that. Vinny, I hate snow. The value is culture, diversity, imprint. That is America. Our team is in the melting pot. Okay. We here go. Vinny Hagan. Okay. I don't feel like we know. Okay. Let me explain something to any Cowboy fan. I don't hate the fan base as much as I I just don't like the Cowboys. And let me also say this: if y'all gonna keep bringing up culture, and when y'all had Marty Schottenheimer's son, also, and all I heard was, "Oh, we're gonna change the culture." He's changing the culture. He's gonna change the culture. What? 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 Change the culture? Uh, uh, uh. Maybe it's, oh God, I hate to give people bad news. I really do. Well, I had to give you some bad news. Jerry Jones is the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. No changes would be made unless he's gone. His son can't do it. When they both in the press conference, his son shuts up when Jerry talks. The culture of the Dallas Cowboys will never be a head coach, will never be a player, will never be a coordinator. It never will be a fan. It never will be the city of Dallas or whatever city they play in. It will never be an announcer or a high end celebrity fan like Jamie Foxx. The culture has always been Jerry Jones. The culture can't change unless Jerry is gone. Unless Jerry sells the team. That's the culture. Well, yes, that is a business model, but that business model has equal to culture. They had used the business model to be culturalized to the team and to the nation. I give you this. The Dallas Cowboys name, America's team, was fitting when it was winning Super Bowls. The Dallas Cowboys, America's team, was fitting when Roger Staubach, Drew Person, and all those great defensive linemen and wide receivers and cornerbacks back in the day, they was winning for 30 plus seasons. How in the hell can you call yourself America's team? And last I check, everybody counts Super Bowls. In 30 plus seasons, I see only one team. In the last 30 seasons, I see one team, and one team only who is America's team in today's NFL. It ain't the Dallas Cowboys. It's the New England Patriots. When Tom Brady and Belichick was together, they was winning. They was winning. And while Dallas sat back in the background and looked and admired what they was doing, the Patriots have fallen back. Now the resurgence of the Patriots is here again. Meanwhile, the Cowboys are still the same Cowboys for 30 plus seasons. So America's team is the New England Patriots in this NFL. Okay, let me read some of these comments. Momo, as long as Jones owns the team, Jerry Jones will still be there. Jerry Jones is the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. Why would I tell my team if the value grew up 3.5 billion a year tax free and all you do is keep the team average? We believe that we should be the center of the NFL universe. We are not just a team, we are value. A star is a symbol. Super Bowl level ambition. 30 plus seasons, that's all I'm going to say. Okay, through the fans would have burned down the stadium by now. Okay, there is no America's team anymore. To be honest, America's team is under. It's always the underdog. It's not like the old days um where bandwagon is a cool thing. Yeah, we Cowboys believe that anything less than greatness is failure. Okay, so yeah, so 30+ seasons you have been doing that, right? So you got to. We are optimistic and confident, globally recognized, militarily supported, and stay strongly past is a huge part of the present. Okay, okay. Why Vinny is salty, but I love your passion, Vinny. I can't I can't tell Vinny is pissed off. Yeah, he could be pissed off. I will be pissed off. It depends on uh, Cowboy is an institution NFL compares to us. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. They try to look. They try to do the model of the New England Patriots. When New England winning all those Super Bowls, everybody was trying to figure. Everybody was saying that same word. What were they saying? But the Patriots or the Patriots way, do your job. That's what they was doing. That's what teams was copying. They were not copying off the Dallas Cowboys. There was they Montrage was do your job. Don't do nobody else's job. Don't be do extra. If you got this assignment on this side, are you responsible for the A gap, the B gap, the C gap? Are you responsible for that wide receiver like that? Don't try to help me out. Do your job. That's what they was about. Tom Brady was not the only reason they was winning. They had a great defense. Tom Brady early in his career, it was the defense that was helping Tom Brady win those 3 Super Bowls. So let's stop saying that bullshit. So y'all need to stop. So the Patriots is America's team. Dallas isn't. All this symbolism y'all want to get everybody, okay. All the other teams, okay. So, you want to be, you can be that. Fine. We move on. And I'm just saying, people. So I know some people said yesterday I'm doing too much. I was doing too much. I was acting too much. I shouldn't be doing this. I shouldn't be doing that. Why do I care about John Harbaugh getting a contract? I'm very passionate. Very passionate. Again, the word passionate for the players to get all their money. Because this is the only league that players get a contract, they don't get all their money. I'm very passionate about that. Because I used to play high school football, and I used to play a little bit of college. And I met football, NFL players was in their prime. I'm very passionate about that. John Harbaugh is not worth $25 million a year for $125 million for 5 years. For me, you have to win 2 Super Bowls to justify that kind of money. So there's a salary cap. Players get your salary cap, get about $250 million on a 4-year contract and $140 million guaranteed. That's for the sake of argument. 4 years, 240, $140 million guarantee. The player will never see the rest of $110 million. They won't see it. The players get shafted because the NFL, hey, if you got a 5-year contract, you give me a 4-year or 5-year contract, the 3rd year, if I'm not performing, you want to negotiate the terms of the contract. Or you can cut me and just pay me. You don't have to pay me on what the contract is really worth. You just pay me the guaranteed money. But for a coach, that's unlimited. It's unlimited money. If they sign a coach today, suppose the sake of argument, sign a coach, hey, we're gonna give you $250 million for 5 years. We're gonna give you $250 million for 5 years, and the coach will get every bit of it. The head coach will get every bit of that money. But yet that same player getting that same deal will get he won't get all his money. You tell me. And then everybody talk about salary cap. The salary cap don't count for coaches, but they count for players. The players play this game. They get hurt, they get maimed, and they get shit on by fans because oh he ain't playing well, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. When the coach is shitty, ain't bad, they'll keep them on, and they'll still get paid when they get fired. Well, let me see what this is. Okay. So that's all I'm saying, people. So in the day, I said what I said, and I meant what I said. These this NFL don't give a rat's ass about anything these players do. They now they he got in trouble with the law. We got that ain't that's not the NFL's job to punish players for crimes or when they get arrested. Is it a bad look? Of course, but I don't believe the NFL should be in the business of punishing players for doing something wrong. I think that's to me. I don't like it. I don't like when no sport, no entity, NFL, NBA, et cetera, because you can't try a case twice. You can't punish me if I did something wrong. I don't believe that. I'm like that. Struggling NFL franchise watching commands full rebuild mode. Okay. I I take that. I take the rebuild mode. As long as Dan Quinn ain't there, I take that. Hey, hold it for a second, guys. I'll be right back. So I'm back, guys. So we have a game this afternoon at 3. Um, who's the first game? Who is the first game? Who is the first game? Who is the first game? Mm. Hmm. I'm trying to figure out who played first. I don't know. Oh yeah, that'll be a feel. Okay, Mean Bug, thank you. Yeah, so I got the Texans in that game. It's gonna be a close game. All right. So I've been thanking everybody who has in here, and please, if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Um, and I appreciate everybody coming in. I'm not leaving yet. It's not time for me to leave, but uh, if you're not a subscriber to my station, my channel, I really, 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 really appreciate it. You know, and do I beg for subs? Absolutely, I'm begging for subs because I'm trying to make my channel the best I can be. And those who criticize me and critique me about I don't know football, absolutely I do. But that's fine because that's what trolls do. That's what people got nothing on their hands and on their pathetic, sorry lives. Sometimes you just ignore the noise and keep it pushing. That's what I've always done. Sometimes I crash out. I go off. Mm. Linda going crazy in here. Linda, who you mad? Are you getting? Don't get mad with them, Linda. With the Cowboy fans, because a lot of Dallas Cowboy fans don't know about how to rebuild. Matter of fact, 30 plus seasons, I would say Cowboys had to rebuild 4 or 5 times. Is that not true, people? Eagles fans, I would say this. I believe that you about the Eagles to go forward. I know that's right, Linda. I agree with you. I think for the Eagles to be better, I think they need a new head coach because I think this head coach is too controversial, too in your face, and too demanding. I agree with you, Drew, in that aspect. Drew, they need to tear D down, but how many times you gonna tear D down? They've been tearing these down 30 plus seasons. How many times you gonna tear something down and you're getting the same results? You're getting the same results. It ain't the coaches, is it? Okay, Vinny, congratulations. You have a lot of Hall of Famers. Hall of Famers does not make you win Super Bowls. You having a whole lot of Hall of Famers? That's one thing. Okay, congratulations. What have you done for me lately? That's what you guys. You should be asking your football team that. You can't be a fan of somebody who don't support you. I'm not going to sit here because I'm a Washington fan, and in 30 years since 1991, we haven't been to Super Bowl. I cheer for my team, but I don't expect them to win because I don't have that expectation they're gonna win. Momo just keep putting glitter over turds, polishing turds. It's still a turd. I hear you. So as a Washington fan, I know we not very good. So Daniel Snyder was the owner. He didn't do us no service hiring old, decapitated, low volume, high strung players who had no interest in playing this there for a fucking check. I understand that. That being said, I didn't have no expectation. No high expectation when they played because I knew they wasn't going nowhere. So Cowboy fans, y'all should have the same energy that I have. Have no expectation going into the game thinking, okay, we're not gonna we starting from scratch. So let's take it game by game. Not every win and let's say, hey, we won 2 in a row. We're going to the Super Bowl. We're going to playoffs. We're gonna win the division. And depending other teams doing duty doing what you should be doing, beating teams. You want other teams to beat for you, but you don't want to do the work. So what I'm saying to you, do like Washington football fans has done. Have low expectations and don't expect to go to the playoffs or win championships. And y'all be fine. But y'all can't help yourself because y'all think the molecule model is out there saying America's team, we run this, Jerry says this, Jerry says that. You can't look for the Jerry because Jerry will lie every time. So have low expectations. When I watch the games and I watch my team get plummeled and beat down over the years and stuff like that, I say, okay, oh well. I don't let it consume me. I don't let it bother me. I say, okay, I'll watch the game, suffer. Because for a while, I didn't buy since 90. I didn't buy no Washington stuff because if the team is that bad, why would I buy something to put in their pocket? What have they done to prove to me as a fan they willing to do better or be better? That's why I didn't buy shit when Daniel Snyder was there, because I refused to buy something for a team who don't respect my fandom. So I moved on and I went on, meaning that I still watch the games, but I won't buy the shit. I won't go to the games, which I have been to a couple, but I won't go to the game for the most part and sit there and waste my hard-earned money and go to a football game because they are so terrible and so bad. I wouldn't. So the same thing I'll say about Cowboys fans. Y'all put her on, nothing changes and let fans do the changes for it. A movement can't come if you still putting money into to a team who doesn't even respect you. And I refuse to put money. I just got this shirt here. That's one of the greatest cornerbacks. Let me put this up higher. This is a Sean Taylor. A Sean Taylor jersey. I bought this for the channel. That's why I bought it. I bought it for the yeah, I might do that. I bought it for the channel. That's why I bought it for. Hey, what's up, Reb Call? So that's what I bought it for. I didn't bought it because I love my team and like that. I bought because this is the first Washington purchase, except I think two other things I bought that I got. I got this. I got to turn it around. This is a Sean Taylor helmet. It's a helmet and it's a card. Other than that, I haven't bought nothing from Washington because they don't deserve my time. They didn't deserve my time. But y'all constantly sit there and buy the hats, the stuff. I bought a bunch of hats this off season because I thought things was changing. Momo, I got a Doug Williams. Oh, cool. So, yeah. That being said, I'm just saying in a nutshell, as a fan, you have to do more than win games. You got to win me Super Bowls. I want them to win Super Bowls. I think Jalen Hurts is on the right track. Oh no, I would never, bro. No, I ain't got no Dallas Cowboys. Who you talk? If you talk to me, you got the wrong person. So that being said, so why pull for a team who don't who don't respect you and don't give a damn about you. And in 30 plus season, they sit there and say the same crap every year. That's the same. And then and people say, "Oh, why you now on a Washington Commanders content channel?" Because they delusional too. They don't tell the truth for the most part. I listened to them in the past. I say, "Oh, what is this about Momo?" Read my last comment. Hold on, Drew. What you say? What you say? Repeat it. I'm like Bobby Murphy. Why you mean block Linda? No, 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 Bobby Murphy. What's up with that? Ain't nobody blocking nobody. Why you? Why? What's up with you, Bobby Murphy? You tripping? You bugging? You ain't like that? What the world? Y'all just crazy. Yeah, almost 38 minutes for the Dallas reminds me of the girl who high school but 10 years. Yeah, it looks like Florida Rico. No, no, the Dallas Cowboys um, team and the owner reminds me of the high school reunion you go to, and 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 nothing changes. Everybody the same. Nobody had prospered. Everybody still in the same. Everybody's still childish. Nobody's mature. Nobody getting better. Nobody didn't get on. They still working at Burger King and McDonald's, not bettering their life, not bettering their careers. Now and up here doing the same mischievous things they did when they was back in high school. That's what the Dallas Cowboys remind me of. Um, I said I I don't know what you're talking about. I said I wasn't. I said I didn't like the name of it. I don't hate the name of the team. I just don't like the name, so I had to pick and choose what I like there. What up, champ? Y'all still saying champ and y'all still losers? Y'all lost. You know, something is champ. Get out of here with that bullshit. Excuse me, I'm eating. What's up? The Washington Commanders is not my favorite name. Those are the three names that Daniel Snyder they fell down for the new name. I never liked none of the names. I had to go. They went with this name. That's fine. I don't hate the name. I dislike the name. I have to wear. I was wearing that one jersey. Like this jersey here. I don't see no Washington Commanders on this jersey. Come on, stop it. I don't see a spurring name on this jersey. No. Nothing racial about this about the name. So I don't know what you're talking about. But anyway, that's you just trying to troll again as usual. Well, I call him the Washington Foreskins. Yeah, that's all you do, Drew. That's all thing you can do. Take your pathetic, take your pathetic self somewhere else. You got your boy in here now. And you want to talk the talk? Come on now, Drew. Uh, I told you be real about your shit. Don't be a fake. Don't be fake. I'm the same, Drew. Don't be fake. You know, Drew. Sometimes people when they're alone, they civil to one to that individual, but when they get someone else in the room, got the same so-called dislike for that individual or the same kind of trolling aspect on that person and putting that person down, they come together as one. And you starting to do that. You wasn't doing all that when that person wasn't here. That's some fake shit, Drew. Okay, but so I'm just telling you, Drew, you wasn't saying all that. Then when he came in, you started doing it. If you ain't fake, keep it a buck with me then. That's all I'm asking. I just keep it a buck then. Okay. We good. We good. We good. I'm not insecure at all. I just tell how I see it and how I felt. At the end of the day, I don't need to like that, and I don't want to go back and forth with nobody today. Today's Sunday. Today's Sunday. Football Sunday. I'm looking forward to the football games and do me and like that and everybody and stuff like that. And things like that. And then, I'm a Dallas fan. Oh my God, this is hilarious. I will never be a Dallas Cowboy fan. I am not a Dallas Cowboy fan, but that's fine. That's funny. Boy, Murphy Cowboys fans love living in the past. Dallas is trending up, but they need some effort from ownership to compete in the field. Other teams are starting to get it. Momo, great day. You're correct. You're weak, actually. Uh, So I think this is hilarious. This is so funny. Excuse me. So I want to thank everybody for coming. I'm going to eat the rest of my food, my lunch. That is, it's brunch at this point. I thank everybody for coming. I'm going to sign out. Thank y'all.